are Clue 3.
Clue 3.
Clue 3 spoiler!
Yay! So if you don't want to see Clue 1 or Clue 2 or anything to do with Clue 3.
Let's just quickly introduce ourselves in case someone's just stumbling across this and is like, what are you talking about? We are Cozy Up with the Stitchin' Sisters.
Yeah, I'm Sarah.
I'm Jamie.
And we have a mystery knit-along running right now.
We do.
And this is our tips video.
Tips and tricks for Clue number 3.
Not part of our normal podcast.
No, this is not your normal scheduled program.
No.
So we want to show you a few things.
Yep.
So if you do not want to see Clue 3, like we said,
don't watch this.
Turn it off.
And you probably know by now what these videos are all about anyway.
Yes, exactly. So we want to show you Clue 3. There'll be a couple questions that I'm sure will come up, so hopefully this will cover everything. Anyways. It's going to be fairly straightforward. I don't think there's anything surprising. I don't think there's anything new.
Nope.
We want to talk about...
This is where the magic happens.
This is the magical moment.
And this clue is Sarah's clue, because it's my brainchild.
This is absolutely. And Sarah's so brilliant. She come up with this.
When we came up with this, we were driving to Dawson.
Yes.
And so we were driving out to the knitting store.
Right?
Yeah, and I had a sister shawl swatched out, and it just wasn't happening.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to work on it, and it wasn't, it just wasn't the one.
I can't remember what it was before.
It was that deep V. Started with the deep V.
Oh, we were trying something else. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
We were totally on a different track. I had like half a shawl knit, and it just wasn't. I mean, it'll show up somewhere, I'm sure, in my patterns. But
and then all of a sudden, we were just talking,
and I said, "Provisional cast on."
Done.
And we were both like, "Done." Done.
Not that I totally knew what that meant, but I was done. I was like, "Oh
we
yeah,
had it." That's the thing. So I mean, it went lots of different ways from that, but I knew that was my start. But anyways, we're not even there yet.
So we know that you've done now provisional cast on, you've worked through Clue 1 and Clue 2. Clue 3, you will continue to do some decreasing.
Yep.
Because we can talk about it, because this is the spoiler.
So this is
the back.
3.
Is that also the back side?
No, it's the front side.
Oh, sorry.
So it's just a mirror of what you just did,
well,
going
not
backwards.
Mirror, but it's reverse.
The reverse,
essentially.
yeah,
With the decrease.
Running along the side. And now this is Christina, so this has the mesh.
This is the garter hack. Sorry.
The garter hack.
So you go into eyelets, you're still decreasing on the same side.
Yeah.
Everything is very basic.
Yep.
This side is staying as a straight edge.
Yep.
You go into your eyelet decrease, your color change decrease, your lace mesh decrease, seat stitch or garter decrease, lace mesh, garter or broken seed, and you end with the lace. Now, we will get some questions, I'm sure, about the cast off. So let's just go over that. You will end with...
You end with 10 stitches. And so what your final row is, once you've completed lace mesh sections 7 times and row once, one more, whatever the pattern says, then it says to the last row is knit 3 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 3 together through the back loop, but it's saying binding off as you go. So what that means is you're going to knit your first 3 together.
Okay.
Perfect.
You have one stitch on your right needle. The rest on your left.
Then you're going to knit 2 together because that's the next instruction. So now you have 2 on your right needle.
Stitches on your right needle.
So then you're going to pull that first stitch up and over the second and drop it.
Basic cast off.
Then you're going to knit your next 2 together. You're back with 2 stitches on your right needle. So you're going to pull that first one and drop it. And then you're going to knit your 3 together through the back loop.
3 together through that's the only stitch that's through the back loop.
Yep.
3 stitches together through the back loop.
And then pull that first stitch over and then snip your yarn and
pull it through.
Pull it through the loop.
And you pull it through the loop, and then I was finding, hey, did you find that when you did this, when you have your yarn and you put your needle on here, that if you there might be a little tiny gap between this side and this side.
The I cord and the I cord coming together.
Yeah. No, that's not an I cord. That's just your D. Oh yeah, you're right. I cord. Duh.
I was like,
guys, am I even knitting this? Yes, you have 2 I cord, and I just took my darning needle on my thread, put it from the one side of the I cord, very, very small gap.
Yeah.
Stuck it through and cinched it up, and it brought them together. Yeah. So it makes minus this is not darned in.
Yeah.
It makes a nice little continuous little I cord. So that is almost all of Clue 3.
Then we have a little bit more.
Quite. So now you're going to be instructed to go back to your provisional cast on.
Get your second set of needles.
To your second set.
If you used cords with end caps, pop your needles back on. or if you've just got needles sitting there, you are ready to go.
You are ready, Freddy.
Now, depending on how tight of a provisional cast on you did.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about
these stitches, this first row can be a little bit tight.
Yeah, I found it a little
Just
frustrating.
work through it slowly.
It's only once.
It's only one row, and then you'll be back on track.
But it's worth it because
Yeah.
it just is such a seamless.
Now,
it's
the
so
most
seamless.
important thing here is that you may be tempted, so this is my right side, and of course the back side is my wrong side. You may be tempted to pick up where your first tail is hanging.
Ah, good point, good point.
But the pattern says
Starting on
the wrong side, so you're actually on the opposite
So you have the
end.
wrong side facing you, Sarah.
I have the wrong side facing me now.
You're
my
seeing the right
tail-
side. We are seeing the wrong side.
Yeah.
So you are holding it with the wrong side.
Wrong
facing.
side facing. Because your first row is your mesh row. So you're knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over,
Yeah.
knit 2 together.
You've done this already.
Yeah.
But that first row is going to be tight.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have to.
If you did a tight, see, mine are quite loose because I know I've knit this 100 times.
Yeah, but
And so
mine were tight.
Yeah.
And I tried to be loose and they were still tight.
Yeah. So that's one thing. And once you get through that row, like we said, it'll be smooth sailing from there. And then you're just now.
You'll go as far as the clue tells you.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've already got our 5 holes from our first side. Now we're going to be doing another 5 holes here. So if you can't remember where exactly your center was, just count the entire, all your holes should equal 10 all together when you're done. So you're adding 5 more.
Yeah. And if you were someone maybe who did 6 repeats or, had whatever, just maybe remember now on this part. If you did, I know some people
did an extra
did
one.
an extra one. Oh, well, just mirror that part on the other side.
Yeah.
Wherever you sort of did a design feature, if you come across it, just add it in.
Just try to mirror it. Yeah.
If you want it to be symmetrical.
Yeah.
For
But
that
even
section.
if you had 6 holes already and you only added 5,
It
that's
wouldn't
still
matter.
symmetrical because you've got one center hole stitch. And you're not going to notice.
You can just do you.
Just do you. One other quick thing is that before you start, double count. Make sure that you still have 97 on here.
Good call. Because sometimes in that provisional, you can lose one.
You can lose your end stitch over here.
Just add it in.
Just add it in on an edge. You could even try to add it in on your I-cord.
Yep, I would.
To kind of hide it, because then your I-cord's going to bop around and hide it anyways.
Yeah, I would just rip it all out.
Yeah. What you want to see though,
kidding.
rip it all out and start over. What you want to see is that these mesh holes will continue on diagonally up. See how they're kind of working diagonally? It will continue straight up, and it'll look exactly like this.
Yep. Beautiful. I love this yarn. You guys so excited?
Yay!
Now you might think you know what's happening. Oh,
But
they're just gonna visit it.
you never know. You never
Just
know
hold
where my
on.
mind went.
You
Hold
never know.
the phone.
You could be right.
If anybody's
could be
getting a
wrong.
little worried about the wobbly edges,
We've talked about that.
well, we've talked about it, but it will block out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a really nice. Someone actually did a dry block. They called it. And
Yeah.
Posted a picture in the spoiler. If you're reading the spoiler thread, and she just put her pins in and
Pin the edges straight.
Because this, you've now seen that this is a straight edge. This part should be all straight, and then
Yeah.
and then
And then
you
you
have
start
a slant,
decreasing.
a really nice taper here.
Oh, that's gonna look
I
so
can't even
good.
handle it. We're so close, you guys. Wow, we have all
What
kinds
was
of
that
noise
noise
going on
again?
in the background. But anyway,
I think that's it. Like, this is
I'm
pretty
trying to
straightforward.
think if there was
And
anything else. As long as I don't get the clue wrong. No, just kidding. As long as the pattern's right, it's right. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
now we're like triple checking. That one
more than
line
triple
just got lost.
Oh, I felt so bad. You guys.
And again, we apologize for that, for the people that
Yeah.
blew through that clue so fast. And we, it was within 24 hours we realized that we were missing
Yeah.
a row.
Oh my gosh. And
honestly-
I had knit it 2 times. So both of my shawls have that in it because
And-
I was and I
I
didn't even know.
chalked it up to, well, I only noticed it on the one
She
I blocked.
noticed it when
chalked
when
up
she
to
blocked
Jamie's
it.
mistake.
And it was before we released the clue, and she said, "What is this?" And
So in that, it is also my fault. I should have looked closer.
we just
chalked
assumed it was
up
my
to-
fault,
I
which
did.
it was my fault. But she thought I just maybe didn't knit back. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's very possible." I
That
got excited.
You just got
about,
excited, clipped your C2, and just went.
Yeah, but here
So
it wasn't. My
we do
fault,
apologize.
but it was my fault.
And like we said,
We love you all.
if you watch the podcast, it just got missed
Lost in
between
translation.
clue 2 and clue
Isn't
3
that a
when
movie?
we were clipping
Lost in
out,
translation. That's all.
clipping apart our pattern. Because, I mean, obviously it didn't come
overclipped.
up for our test net
Yeah.
because it's there. It was
Yeah.
in the pattern.
It was in the pattern.
It just one little tiny row just got
Exactly.
forgotten.
So, all that to say, we hope you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy clue 3, Sarah's clue.
Yeah.
Because she was all about, this was her design and
Yeah.
her brainchild of going back into the middle. And I just
doing
love it.
who knows what's going to
I
happen.
think it's super fun.
Yeah.
And you're going to love it.
Yeah.
So we look forward to hearing all of your stories and seeing your pictures and hearing all the things that are going on.
And you haven't gone
threads.
into Ravelry, go into Ravelry, check out our threads.
Yep. There's lots of
And,
info. If you have questions, check the threads because questions get answered
Yes.
in the thread. Is that all we have to say?
Yes, I think so.
Well, enjoy clue 3 and we will see you again next week.
Happy
knitting.